Hello and welcome to another update video about the VAI Vaiot. I'm currently still counting this here as a possible bullish count, but I also will talk about the bearish path here because the VAI has entered obviously the standard support Fibonacci area for a wave 2. I'm not happy with this at all, the way this is going. The first wave down of this high, which was made in February, was way too long, and ideally it should have finished the correction here, which it didn't. So the bulls were simply just not strong enough. Remember that since the that I've been talking about another low coming for a while here when we were in this range, because any reaction to the upside was just corrective, not impulsive. So another low was anticipated, which happened. However, looking at the context, this has come down now, well, basically to the maximum a wave 2 should come down to. There are different, I can count the wave X here or here. In the end, it doesn't make a great difference. The wave Y is very short, okay? And it is shorter than ideal. And looking at the wave 2 in itself, the wave 2 has come down to the 78.6 retracement. So unless it really turns around now, and this level is at 6.117 cents, you know, if it doesn't turn around now, it will most likely drop another sort of 30% here to the 88.7 fib level. The problem is that in any wave 2, if we see price drop below the 78.6 retracement, it gets highly unlikely that this is still going to follow through in a third wave, and it will put odds in favor of another bear market low. Now we're dancing around that 78.6 fib level. Today we have some upside, but we need to see how lasting it is. The current structure here will make it very hard for VAI to break out, but we will see. Important for me would be that it does not make any lower low below the 8th of May. If it does that, then this chart will turn into something very, potentially very bearish, okay? And then I will not trust it anymore until we see a first impulse to the upside. Already now, you see it, I highlighted the support area in orange already a while ago, because it just simply came down too low. Well, it still can work, but I would have loved to see a bullish reaction to the 78.6 fib level. Price has not shown that, so I'm not happy to call a low is in here. Yeah, and we have to go with the flow, and the flow is, in my opinion, still down. This just looks like sideways consolidation, which would be in, which would emphasize trend continuation and might make another low likely. The problem is then looking at the context. The wave 2 is going down too deep to be reliable. Okay, so this may turn bearish. The other problem with this chart is, and I've always highlighted that the move up of the November lows was not an impulse, but instead a diagonal pattern. And because it is a diagonal, you are already less sure if the wave 2 is going to hold. And if you take the chart context into account, which is basically a lifetime downtrend, then you really need to see that price is not in a good situation here. Yeah, it's like a lifetime downtrend. This was the first opportunity it had. Well, it had one here, it broke. So something similar might happen again. If that happens again, then this chart, will continue its way down to new all-time lows. And then I don't know where it wants to go, but it's unfortunately then high risk. I mean, it can't drop much more anyway, right? This it's already at nearly zero then if it drops below that November low. Okay, so yeah, just be aware of that high risk here, and it now goes to the upside or will most likely make new bear market lows. I think that's sort of the mindset here, in my opinion. I at least adopt. It is in a range still, yeah, sideways rectangle pattern. Yeah, surely. I mean, if it now breaks above 7 cents, it would be good. We were also oversold on the daily time frame, as you can see, so you do normally get a bit of a counter reaction of that level. But problem is, on the 1 hour chart we already know, on the 4 hour, oops, let me just change that, just clicked the wrong time frame. On the 4 hour we're already overbought and we're already at resistance, so that doesn't look very promising. So this is high risk now, and if we break below the 8th of May low, we have to start to count this bearish. Bearish would of course be WXY or ABC to the upside, and then here a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, and we could now be in the third wave to the downside. That could take us to new to new lows. Okay, that's my update about VAI. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.